Pak Jiwon wrote a very important book called the Ilgi.
안녕하세요. This is Mark Peterson with the Frog Outside the Well Research Center, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm just going to introduce to you a short video that I helped make for the Los Angeles Korean Cultural Center. It's in English, but there's subtitles in both languages. But I thought I'd introduce it briefly to my Korean audience. 그러니까 한국말로 좀 간단히 할게요. 이것은 문화원, 여러분 정부의 대사관 소속 문화원이 로스앤젤레스, 워싱턴 DC, 뉴욕에 있습니다. 그 외에는 영사학과는 또 문화관계도 여러 가지 한데 그들이 우리 미국 학교, 우리 대학교, 여러 대학교 많이 협조를 하시고 우리는 모두 한국 문화를 미국 사람에게 좀 소개하는 목적이 있습니다. 그러니까 이 필름은 문화원에서 만든 건데 나는 그 문화원에서는 LA도 했고 뉴욕도 했고 워싱턴도 협조했어요. 뭐 학술회 뭐 그 전에도 비디오도 했고 이번에 최근에 만든 건데 이번에 좀 재미있게 문화원의 직원 한 사람이 새로 오신 분인가 봐. 박지영이라는 사람인데 그분은 서예를 아주 잘하십니다. 그분은 이 비디오에는 박지원 씨를 미국 사람에게 서예를 통해서 소개하는 거예요. 또 나를 인터뷰도 하시고 이것은 여러분한테 재미가 있나 없나 모르겠습니다만 여러 사람은 우리 한국 친구들은 미국의 한국 문화를 어떻게 가르치는가 어떻게 보여주는가 좀 관심이 있어서 이런 것은 한 일부입니다. 이런 목적으로 이런 비디오하고 또 여러 가지 세미나 뭐 여러 가지를 합니다. 문화원에서 또 우리 학교에서 여러 학교에서는 Korea Night 해요. 여러 가지 문화관계 또 Korea Day 이라고 또 각 학교에서 우리 학교에서도 했는데 그러니까 이것은 여러분들께 좀 재미가 있을 것 같다고 생각해서 또 그들이 허락해 줬어요. 그 필름을 제 채널로 나가는 거. 그러니까 여러분 I hope you enjoy it. 좀 즐겁게 보십시오. 감사합니다.
The Literati of the Joseon Dynasty were really an interesting group of people. They were the well-educated, but they also held power. They studied and they were well-educated because they wanted to pass the exam to certify to be government officials. And so many studied for the exam, but only very few passed the exam. But the ideal was to be a student. Very often a man who never had a position would be called a student well into his senior years in life. They were interested in the classics, in the Confucian classics. They were interested in passing the exam. But some of them wrote stories. Some of them were interested in art, and some were calligraphers. Pak Jiwon was a very interesting person. He was the first in what's called the Sirhak school. Sirhak means applied learning, not just abstract theoretical Confucianism, but they were more interested in practical things. Pak Jiwon went to China and saw what was going on in China, and saw the Catholics were in China and they brought Western influence to China. And he was interested in that and wanted to help Korea to improve and lift itself and become more wealthy. He advocated trade, active trade with China. So he was really a leader, a pioneer in his age. Pak Jiwon wrote a very important book called the Yurha-ilgi. It's a travelogue, a story of his travels to China, but it's much, much more than that. It's a fairly large book, and when he traveled to a certain place in China, it would remind him of something and he'd talk about it. So it's I can't remember how many chapters, 30, 40 chapters, a fairly large book. But each chapter stood alone, stood out by itself. Some were on philosophy, some were on religion, some were on practical matters, some were on social criticism. It was all sorts of things, more than just the things he saw in China as he traveled along. Today's travelogues, if we call it a travelogue, are very different from what you would call a travelogue of Yurha-ilgi. Yurha-ilgi covered everything, and he was interested in science and religion. He was very critical of society. He had a lot of suggestions for how to improve society, and so to call it a travelogue kind of shortchanges it. To compare it to a travelogue today is quite different. But what can people learn from his travelogue? All kinds of things. Science, religion, social criticism, philosophy. He covered all those sorts of things, and he was a real pioneer. I have a personal relationship with Pak Jiwon. I wrote a book that was given an award, and the award was the Yanam Prize in 1996, Cornell University. And Yanam is the pen name of Pak Jiwon. So I'm grateful to Pak Jiwon I got his prize in my book.